Hello, my name is Mariana Zocadillo. I am 8 years old, and I will be telling you the story of The Fish and the Hare by Andrew Lang. Once upon a time, an old man and his wife lived together in a little village. One day, the old man was walking in a forest when his foot sank into some soft, newly turned earth. Curious, he dug and dug, and at last he uncovered a pot full of gold and silver. "Oh, what luck!" he thought. "But I can't take it home because my wife is a terrible gossip. When she knows, she'll tell the whole world." He thought hard and made a plan. He covered the pot again with dirt and went to market, where he bought a live fish and a live hare. Then he hurried back to the forest and hanged up the fish at the top of a tree and tied up the hare at the edge of a stream. Then he trotted merrily home. "Wife," he cried, "I found a pot full of treasure in the forest. Come with me and we'll fetch it." So the man and his excited wife drove to the forest. On the way, the man said, "Oh, what strange things one hears, wife. I was told the other day that fish now live in the treetops and some wild animals spend their time in the water." "Well, well, times are sure to be changed." "You must be crazy, husband," replied she. "Dear, what nonsense people do talk." Of course, it wasn't long before the couple came across the fish flopping at the top of the tree and the hare wriggling in the water. The wife was flabbergasted. Lost for words, the man took his wife to where the treasure was buried and dug it up and drove home. Now the couple had plenty of money, but the wife was foolish and asked lots of people to dinner and laid huge feasts for them. Her husband grew mad that she was spending away all their fortune, so the woman went straight to the governor to complain. "Oh, my lord," she moaned, "ever since my husband found the treasure, there is no bearing him. He only eats and drinks and won't work. And worst of all, he keeps all the money to himself." The governor took pity on the woman and ordered his secretary to go to the man's house and take the treasure for safekeeping. When the secretary arrived, the man said, "Treasure? What treasure? I know nothing about treasure." "Pardon me, Your Excellency. She must have dreamed of it. She's not in her right mind, sir. Ask her how it all happened." "Well, Mr. Secretary," she said, "we were driving through the forest when we saw a fish at home in the top of a tree and a hare living in the water." The secretary looked at her and said, "What rubbish! Are you making fun of me?" He turned on his heels and drove back to town. After that, the wife had to hold her tongue, and the man spent part of the treasure on opening a shop. He prospered and spent the rest of his days in peace. The end.